day 2, we leave our camp at Russell Camp and we head east on Butte Valley Road. And we follow Butte Valley Road. I'll actually put the route on the map really quick so you can get an idea of where it goes. And I'll reduce the screen so you can see where it's going. It's basically heading east. And the blue line that's heading north and south, that is West Side Road. So we do a pretty much a easterly traverse over to West Side Road. Now I'll take the route off so I can show you better the sights along the way. So again, it starts out as Butte Valley Road, and then at one point it changes names to Warm Springs Canyon. And along this route, there's some old mining ruins that you can check out. It's a nice little place to take a break, maybe have a snack. But there's not a whole lot to see there. It's just, I would say the best things about it is the scenery along the way. You just get really good scenery heading towards that valley that West Side Road goes through. So you're just doing a pretty mellow traverse. It's not technical in the least bit. It's just a little bit rocky. Not a bad road at all. The Grantham Mine right here. That might be one of the places I think we stop at. It's called the Grantham Mine. And then you just continue to head east. And you'll see some little offshoots here, but we never really explored those. I don't think they really go anywhere. You just follow Warm Springs Canyon all the way to West Side Road. And there's the intersection with West Side Road. In the video, I refer this to Death Valley West. I don't know where I got that name. That's what I thought it was called from our last trips, but that was a mistake. It's not Death Valley West, it's West Side Road. So once you hit West Side Road, you make a left and you head north, and that's another really fast fire road. You can basically maintain 40 to 50 miles per hour on that. You're just getting these really dramatic views of the mountains because you're going through a valley, and you pass right through Badwater, which is the lowest point in the United States. So you can stop at different points if you want to take a look at things, but we mainly just power through this and head towards the Furnace Creek gas station where we top off our fuel tanks. The last trip we went on, a guy in our group, Aaron, he broke down right before the intersection of West Side Road, and it was quite the experience where we had to tow him into Furnace Creek gas station, and then we thought we fixed his problem, but we didn't fix his problem, and ended up having to get him towed all the way back from Furnace Creek to Ridgecrest so he can rent a truck and a trailer and get his rig all the way back home to the Napa area. It was quite the experience, and it kind of threw a wrench in our trip plans, but we got him home safely with us. So you head north on West Side Road. I'll put the route back on there so it'll be easier to see. It's labeled in blue, and I'll pan back a little bit here. This second day of traveling was about 100 miles for us. We end up at Echo Canyon at a campsite. So the traverse from Russell Camp east to West Side Road, north to Furnace Creek, and then into Echo Canyon is about 100 miles of travel through the desert. So you can see Furnace Creek coming up there. Where you see the blue line turn into an orange line, that becomes pavement. And then you get to this intersection, and now I'll take the route out of the way so you can read what the roads are. You get on the Badwater Road. That's where the pavement starts again. You make a left on Highway 190, and then you roll into Furnace Creek, which has a resort with a store. There's a campground. There's a gas station. And so we suggest you top off your fuel tanks. If you have a lot of fuel with you, maybe you don't, but we always just top off our fuel at every opportunity. We topped off the fuel tanks at Furnace Creek. We visited the store and bought some supplies. And then we head back the way we came on 190, and we pass by the Badwater Road that we came up on, and we continue on 190, and then we turn off on Echo Canyon. And now I'll put the route back on there so you can see it easier. So the Echo Canyon route is in red right there, and it basically pretty much heads northeast. And the Echo Canyon Loop is pretty cool. It's got some decent four-wheeling in it. There's a waterfall route right before this orange area, which we call the Lollipop Loop. So when you hear me reference in the video the Lollipop, that's what I'm talking about, the loop at the end. And so right before, it's kind of a gatekeeper to the Lollipop Loop, is a waterfall route that we stop and do some filming at, because it's one of the most technical sections of the whole trip. And once we all get through that, we do a clockwise loop of the Lollipop, and our second camp is right on the Lollipop Loop. It's designated here at this waypoint. And from this campsite, there's just dramatic views of the valley to the north, and it's just a really cool place to pull off the Echo Canyon Loop and camp for your second night.
All right, it's the morning time after our first night camping at the Russell Camp, and I'm going to show you the sunrise that we have off in the east. Pretty spectacular. And of course, when you're camping, you gotta have your coffee set up. So what's nice about my CBI bumper I have, it's got this tray that you can use to do whatever, cook from with a cook stove, or put food on it, or put a little cooler on it, whatever. So I've got my jet boil set up, and gonna make myself a little pour over coffee. It's gonna be a good day. CJ is gonna be our chef for our first breakfast. What are you gonna cook for us, CJ?
Buttermilk pancakes and kielbasa, but the kielbasa's in the
Crusties.
Only the best.
Only the best for us.
Lots of steps to make it. It's mix and water.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Simple is good. What kind of syrup are we having?
Aunt Jemima's.
Aunt Jemima. Hey, and it actually still, it doesn't have
No aunt.
There's no Ann on it. That's not politically correct anymore.
Nope. And don't microwave it, by the way.
Don't microwave it. Okay. So we're going to have flapjacks for our first breakfast in Death Valley at the Russell Camp. Just a little bit of a climb above our camp at the Russell Camp, you get some pretty incredible views. So our camp is down there, and then I'll pan towards the east where the sun has risen. And then I'll keep on panning, and look at the incredible view we got here. And they actually put a couple chairs where you can just sit and enjoy the view and drink your coffee like Way's doing. And then down there you can see another cabin, and that's the Mangles cabin that you can also stay at, but we like the Russell Camp better. It's a little more protected from the wind. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you could see a little line through the desert there, and that's our path that we're going to be taking east, going towards Death Valley West. So we're going to cut over east to Death Valley West, and then head north to the Furnace Creek gas station, where we're going to fuel up and maybe get some ice and some water, and then we're going to head into Echo Canyon. It's a pretty long drive from our camp at Russell Camp at the end of Goler Canyon all the way to Furnace Creek, but it's pretty fast driving. It's not very technical, especially when we get on Death Valley West. It's pretty fast. You can drive like 50 miles an hour on the dirt roads. They're not technical in the least bit, but pretty incredible views we get here at our first camp at the end of Goler Canyon. All right, we are leaving our campground at the Russell Camp at the end of Goler Canyon. I looked at the mileage, and we're going to cover over 100 miles today, and it's mostly going to be dirt. This is the geological cabin that's a little bit away from the Mangles cabin and Russell camp where we were camping our first night. It's worth a stop to check it out. It's really nice inside from what I remember, but what's not so great about this as a campsite is it's pretty exposed. So if it was a windy night, you would be getting blown away, and there's really no like fire ring here or anything like that. But let's check out the inside and you'll see how nice it is in here. It's a nice stone structure. You've got bookshelves built into the wall, pretty cool. They have a little dining room table here. Fireplace. Some books. Because there's no internet service here, you got to entertain yourself some way. I think they even have they have some board games here too. Pretty cool.
They got a BB gun?
And they got a Red Ryder BB gun. So that line heading to the left side of those mountains is our path through the desert heading east towards Death Valley West. You have a pretty cool geological hill right there. It's like a swirl of different colors, gray, white, yellow. Pretty cool. All right, on to Death Valley West and to the Furnace Creek gas station. Here we go. A lot of miles to cover. We're taking a pit stop from our travel to Death Valley West. There's a old mining area, and it's pretty cool. When you get right up in front of the mine, you can feel the cold blast of air, but they've got it all blocked off so people don't go in there and kill themselves. So they've got it all sealed up. As you can see, it's pretty precarious. There's a nice boulder waiting to fall right on somebody's head. Here's the mine shaft. We're still on our way to Death Valley West. But look at the views we have right now. Incredible. There's a really cool viewpoint coming up. Here's our cool view spot. Amazing views from here, my God. So we came from there, headed from our camp at Russell Camp towards Death Valley West. And then check out the views we get. All right, we took in the view and now we're headed to our turnoff on Death Valley West. right, we're almost at Death Valley West. Through this whole drive, you just get really nice views of the mountains because you're going through a valley, and the views are just incredible the whole way. All right, here comes our intersection. We make a left here and head north. Just look at the views out there. This is one of the main reasons why you go to Death Valley, for the views. The views are just incredible. Death Valley West is a pretty fast fire road. It's not technical in the least bit. Sometimes there's some tight turns, but for the most part, you can comfortably go somewhere between 40 and 50 miles an hour, no problem. We're almost off of Death Valley West and connecting up with pavement. The terrain here is really weird. It just looks like a bunch of dirt clods on either side of the road. It's a real interesting landscape. Definitely nothing you'd want to drive off of because you'd probably get stuck. All right, we're back on pavement and we are headed to the Furnace Creek gas station, which is not too far away from here. In Furnace Creek, they have resorts you could stay at if you're one of those fancy type of people that don't camp in the dirt like we are. Pretty nice facilities. You're gonna see one right up ahead. Looks like a pretty nice place to stay, but it might be kind of pricey too. Right there on the right side. We're gonna make a left turn. All right, we're in Furnace Creek. They have some more places to stay here too, and some campgrounds. The campgrounds to the right are pretty sad looking. I don't know why anybody would want to stay there. It's just basically cement and dirt. Not the greatest. Well, I guess you get some good views, but not like the views we had yesterday at the Russell camp. Okay, looks like they have fuel. We're dialed. All right, we fueled up. We stopped at a general store, bought some supplies, and we are now headed to Echo Canyon. We are now going to be entering Echo Canyon. It's pretty cool. Definitely suggest driving through Echo Canyon if you are in the Furnace Creek area. There is one really technical section right before we do this Lollipop Loop, and we're probably going to stop there and do a little bit of filming. It's a pretty cool spot to film. It's a waterfall section, pretty steep.
So up ahead is the most technical section of Echo Canyon. It's right before you reach the Lollipop, and it's kind of a waterfall. And there's a rig from another group going up it right now. Okay, I made it through it, and now we're gonna watch all the other guys make it through.
Go back. Keep on going back, straight. Okay, stop. Come this way a little bit. Driver. Hard passenger. Alright. Yeah, you're good. Let me check it out. No. Keep your wheels the way they are. Just go back. All right, stop. Turn. Go back a little bit. Turn passenger all the way. Go back. Stop. Turn driver. Come forward. More driver. Yeah.
Does he have a locker?
Yeah, it does. Go back. Is your locker on? Okay, go back. Turn passenger. Go back.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah, I turned it on right when that guy was negotiating. I got it to go in because I was wondering, is it gonna click in enough time?
Yeah.
Anwar's a good spotter.
Stop. Go back. A couple more. Stop right there. Try to bump it slightly, not too much.
Ooh.
Stop. Go back.
Spot him through there, dude.
Yeah, he's locked.
Yeah, this garden locker.
the video doesn't do it justice, but this is kind of a steep and technical thing that we're negotiating right now. It goes up a little bit less than a 45, but it's just loose, and you can see people have stacked rocks in here to make it a little bit easier to get up this little wall. Little driver, straight. Okay, up a little bit. Passenger. Good job, dude. Perfect, perfect. Bring down a little bit. Go driver. Go driver. Straight. Driver. Oh, there you go. Don't stop heading your driver. You got it.
CJ, you don't need to spot him? Yeah, I think so. Okay. His car always makes that noise. I don't know what it is.
So here is our camp somewhere on the Lollipop part of Echo Canyon. And we decided that we weren't going to get a much better view than this. So we circled the wagons to do a windbreak, and we just got an incredible view right from our campsite. I've got my sun shower hooked up, and Way is freezing his nuts off right now in there. Major shrinkage, major shrinkage. And look at the frickin' view we have from our campsite on the Echo Canyon Loop. Pretty spectacular. We got the sun getting ready to set in the west. It's 3:30 right now. Pretty badass campsite we've got. We created a nice fire pit that's probably going to benefit many people to come that camp here. It looks like the shower mod is a success.
Hell yeah!
Ollie is a believer.
Enjoying it.
He's enjoying it. We'll peek in the window. We won't show his junk, but we'll peek in. How do you like it?
Awesome.
All right. So our camp is over there somewhere. The tip of my finger. Way and I did a little hike to see if we can get a view. And we had a good view already from our campsite. But now look at the view we've got. There's Way. And then look at this badass view we have of the valley. And then we have the sunset off to the west. Somebody stocked a bunch of rocks here. We got a rock cairn here to mark the area. We actually followed a bunch of cairns on the way from our campsite over to here. What do you think, Way? Was it worth the hike over here?
Yeah, that was good.
All right.
Exercise, get the view. It's so peaceful here.
Yep, no noise other than what we're making.
It's like no wind.
You could hear the echo. Ow, ow, ow! Ow, ow!
The sickest thing about the outboard is you don't have to fuck with that top shock.
But it's not worth it. How much I spent on those today. Like I'd rather, because how often are you gonna do your shop?
Yeah, how much is it?
The outboard kit I think was 400, and then
Then you gotta weld it?
for 400.
So $800.
And then I bought Tyler the welder. That's how we started this. Me and him had a trade. We worked at LSP suspension. I was like, dude, you want to weld? He's like, yeah. I'm like, are you sure? Like, you're pretty good. He's like, yeah, I know the basics. And
But now you could probably weld the outboards on for yourself, man. Like if CJ got it, you'd probably do it for him.
yeah, we'll definitely work together. But now I already bought hydro bumps.
What is that shit?
Hydraulic pump stops.
Why do you feel a fucking bump?
Who's the main chef today?
Me.
Ali. What are we having for dinner tonight?
Some pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah.
What kind of pasta?
Beef. The beef we have it here.
It's a beef sauce?
Spaghetti.
Okay. What kind of spaghetti?
With the red sauce.
Okay, just regular spaghetti, red sauce?
Red sauce and some white sauce we have done.
Oh, Alfredo sauce. Okay. All right.
Good mixture.
Good. You approve Ali tea?
Yes, yes. I
Okay. That's Ali tea and that's Ali.
do. The opposite. Ali tea. Ali.
Oh, you're Ali tea. Oh, and you're Ali. Oh, see, that goes to show what does Timmy the Toolman know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey guys, this is your second night on your Death Valley trip. What do you think? Is it worth doing?
Of course. Death Valley never disappoints.
All right. Badass campfire that we made. All right.